Alright. Alright, let me turn the music down. Alright, I had to go live. The stove's heating up. The Shohei news came out. I had to go live, at least for a bit. We'll see how long I stay live for. I do have some errands to run, so I can't stay on for too long. But I did want to talk about the Shohei Ohtani news that just came out, as well as Josh Hader. So I was going to make a video about the Shohei Ohtani stuff, but then, of course, Josh Hader just got traded to the San Diego Padres. If you have not been made aware yet, let's go ahead and head over here. I do have to change... Oh, just kidding. It says MLB trade deadline coverage. Nice. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's just go through it. So, Jeff Passan just dropped a bomb out here. The Brewers are sending star reliever Josh Hader to the Padres, a source tells ESPN. Hader's being moved. From what I've been hearing, the move involves, what's his name? Tyler Rogers. Ken Rosenthal. Taylor Rogers expected back to the Brewers along with prospects. So they're basically trading relief pitching and adding a little bit of, they're trading relief pitching as well as adding some prospect value to the Brewers. So honestly, I don't mind the trade. I actually think it's a pretty damn good deal for the Brewers. And, yeah, especially with how Josh Hader's been performing lately. If you guys aren't aware, Josh Hader has kind of come back down to earth lately. Just hasn't been pitching up to his value. So let's take a look. Yeah, Josh Hader's traded to the Padres, my man. Did you not hear? Let's take a look. His recent outings have not been good. They have not been good. His ERA, he actually has a higher ERA than Raisel Iglesias, who hasn't been good this year. So currently his stats, he has a 3.47 FIP, but he does have a 4.24 ERA currently. He has 29 saves in... Let's see, does it say save opportunities? I don't think it says. So in 34 appearances, he has 29 saves this year. 34 innings pitched, he's given up 16 earned runs. He has given up 7 home runs, so the home run bugs bugged him a little bit. But overall, his underlying metric stats are phenomenal still. He's still one of the best relievers in the game. But, yeah, now he's on the Padres. I'm scared as a Dodgers fan? Why are you scared as a Dodgers fan? You know you'll get something. You'll probably land Juan Soto right at the buzzer. It's what the Dodgers love to do. So you can see here, he's still not allowing very many hard-hit baseballs. He is still throwing very hard, obviously. He's getting people to chase. He's striking out a ton of batters. But, yeah. That's what's going on here. And if you guys also didn't hear, another report came out. Let's go through it here. Let's see. Hader is a free agent after next season. Brewers do not rebuild under Atanasio. I guess that's their GM. This kind of trade, they believe they must make to remain competitive year after year. Rogers, Williams, and Boxberger likely will get save opportunities. Yeah, they still have a good bullpen over there in Milwaukee, so it's honestly not a bad deal for them. I'm just kind of shocked, a little shocked by it, but I'm not super surprised. And they're getting Taylor Rogers back, who's actually been pretty decent this year as well. Is it Taylor Rogers or Tyler Rogers? I can never remember. It is Taylor Rogers. Okay, so Taylor Rogers this year, he was okay at the start of the year. I don't know how he's been doing lately. I haven't been paying too much attention to him. Honestly, they have pretty similar stats. 4.35 ERAs. He has 28 saves. Hader has 29. A couple more innings pitched than Hader. 48 strikeouts in 41 innings. So he's actually been pitching okay. It's not like he's a bad relief pitcher. And then, of course, they're getting some prospects back along with that. We haven't seen what kind of prospects they're getting back yet, so we'll have to see what happens there. But, yeah, Josh Hader is now the closer for the San Diego Padres. That's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, no, Josh Hader, he's definitely very good. He's one of the best relievers in baseball. Like I said, he has had some bad outings as of lately. Let's take a look at his game logs real quick. So, yeah, if you look at his game logs here, you can see, I think it was right before the All-Star break, actually. He had some really bad outings. Yeah, he had this one against the Giants where he gave up 6 earned runs in a third of an innings. The game before against the Twins, he gave up 3 earned runs in 0 innings pitched. He had this stretch of giving up 1 run in each inning against the Cubs and the Pirates. I think I remember this one was a game-tying home run. I can't remember there. But then he gave up a run. But his last couple outings have been pretty good. Outside of this one really bad blow-up outing against the Giants, he's been pretty dominant this season. This 2-game stretch is what ballooned his ERA up. But outside of that, he's been absolutely dominant. You can see, look at this dominant stretch he had earlier in the year, man. 1 inning. He's just dominant. He was absolutely lights out to start the season. He didn't give up his first earned run until June 7th of this year. So, like I said, he's come back down to earth lately a little bit, but overall, he's still one of the best closers in the game. So, yeah, the Padres locked down that 9th inning. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you think this makes the Padres a lock to make the playoffs. I don't know. I still don't like their lineup that much. I feel like they still have a little bit left to do when it comes to their lineup. But overall, I do think it's a very good move for the Padres to get that done. And then also, was it Buster Olney? I know someone tagged me in it. Yeah, it was John Heyman. My favorite beat writer, John Heyman, says the Ohtani news is the Angels have decided to keep Shohei Ohtani. Yankees among teams to make an offer, but Ohtani will stay. So apparently the Yankees made an offer. I have heard rumors that the Dodgers made an offer, and I would assume the Padres made an offer as well. Outside of that, I'm not sure if any other teams did, maybe the Cardinals, but apparently the Angels decided to hold on to him. I assume their asking price was astronomical, like the mock trades I went over yesterday, and that's why they didn't trade him. But it's just really stupid because we need the value for him now. He's not going to be very valuable next trade deadline because he's only a rental. We'll maybe get one top 5 prospect, where this trade deadline, I feel like we could have gotten 3 or 4 top 5 prospects in somebody's farm system. So anyways, confirmed Padres now losing the wild card. At least they're going to make the playoffs now. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's all they're going for with this move, though. Shohei could have been a Guardian, but no, you had to let him walk in free agency. Yeah, I agree. He absolutely should have been traded this deadline. Absolutely should have been traded this deadline. Yeah, it's mainly because they didn't want to give him a new contract. Are you talking about the, yeah, the Brewers didn't want to give Hader a new contract. I get that. Paying relief pitchers is a tough one as well, because you saw what the Angels did with Raisel Iglesias this year. They paid him, and as soon as they paid him, he, of course, hasn't been very good this year. So, that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at relief pitchers at the moment. Like I said, Josh Hader's stats are kind of rough right now because of those 2 outings he had where he gave up 6 and 3 runs back-to-back games. But let's take a look overall. I believe he's kind of out of the elite range at the moment because of those numbers. But we'll take a look. He is... Damn, Clay Holmes has jumped up there too. Where can I find Joshua Hader? Yeah, it kind of sucks, bro. His numbers really aren't good this year because of those 2 outings. It's wild. If you remove those 2 outings, he's been dominant, but... Let's just do up until that outing. So, when was that outing? That outing was... July 13th. So, let's go up until July 13th. The beginning of the year until July 13th. Into July... No, that's not what I meant. Okay, let's do... Hold on, I'll get to the chat here in a second. Let's go... March 1st to July 12th. There we go. Okay, so from March 1st to July 12th, Josh Hader was just absolutely dominant. Let's take a look at his stats. So you can see Josh Hader up until then, 29 2/3 innings pitched. You can see he had a 1.82 ERA, 1.94 FIP, 1.3 wins above replacement, which don't really matter as a relief pitcher. Great ground ball percent. 91% of batters that reached base were left on base. He was giving up some home runs per 9, which is a bummer, and he was walking a couple people, but 15 strikeouts per 9. That is absolutely insane. So overall, still a fantastic relief pitcher. Like I said, he had those couple blow-up outings, which is why his stats are a little bit ballooned at the moment. If the Dodgers wanted Shohei, it was at least Lux May and the catcher prospect. Yeah, I agree. John, what's up, my guy? Look at the Yankees with the relievers. Yeah, we'll talk about the Yankees in a second. Efros to the Yankees was a WW trade. Yeah, I saw it on the trade meter. It was like literally the most equal trade possible. Just expect the Angels to get a late first-round pick in 2024 for Shohei. Just expect the worst, and you can't be disappointed. I know it's going to happen. Cards winning the Central? Absolutely. What's up, Mini Miner? How we doing, my guy? We're just going over Josh Hader going over to the San Diego Padres right now. Let's take a look at Scott Efros, because I'll be honest, I'm not super familiar with the guy. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the Thor news to drop. I'm waiting for Thor to get traded. Holy shit, bro. This guy's good. Damn. 2.66 ERA this season in 47 appearances, 44 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts. Looks like he has a little bit of a funky motion there. Wow, he's very good. He doesn't throw very hard, but he's kind of like a finesse guy who's had elite stuff. This guy's good. Scott Efros, wow. Who would have thought, man? This guy is very good. This guy's real good. I'm a fan. I consider myself a Scott Efros fan. I'll be honest, I have not paid any attention to Cubs relievers not named David Robertson. So this is a breath of fresh air. Good for him, man. This is who the Yankees got. And then the guy that they traded for him, I'll be honest, I didn't recognize that name either. But let's take a look. I think Ken Rosenthal tweeted about it. Cubs acquiring Hayden Wesneski. Yankees number 7 prospect. So Hayden Wesneski. Let's take a look at him. If my mouse will work. There we go. Hayden Wesneski. Let's see. Minor leagues this season. 2022. He's got a 3.5 ERA. He's currently in AAA, so he's almost major league ready. 3.51 ERA, 3.81 runs per 9. 19 starts this season, 89 innings pitched. Let's see what his strikeout numbers. 83 strikeouts, so about 8 or 9 strikeouts per 9. He's been pretty good this season. It's not a bad return. I'd say you're getting... I don't know. I feel like the Yankees got more what they need. So I agree. I do think that's a win-win trade for both sides. You can see Hayden Wesneski. I do think Scott Efros is the better pitcher, but a relief pitcher for a potential middle-of-the-rotation starting pitcher I think is pretty good. That's a very good trade for both sides. I agree. What's up? Josh Hader is a Padre. That is correct. Josh Hader traded to the Padres for Taylor Rogers, and we haven't heard the prospect haul yet, so I'm still waiting to hear that, what the prospect haul was, but Padres didn't give up. Oh, wait, did we see? The return on Josh Hader to Milwaukee is significant. Left-handed closer. Oh, sorry, here it is. So, lefty pitching prospect Robert Gasser, outfielder Esteury Ruiz, and right-hander Dinelson Lamet. Wow. That's a massive haul for a rental reliever? I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked. Bro, what? Okay, let's look at the Padres prospects real quick. Padres top prospects. Because we were looking at some of these guys when we were talking the Shohei Ohtani trades yesterday. Gasser is pretty damn good, I believe. 7th ranked prospect in their system. I'm pretty sure he's... Let's see. He was dominant in 2021 in rookie ball and single A. He's currently in high A right now and struggling a little bit. But I believe, yeah, 115 strikeouts in 90 innings. So he's been pretty damn good. In the strikeout department, he's just hitting a couple of barrels. Hasn't been fantastic there. 1.26 whip. But Robert Gasser's honestly a very solid return. I wouldn't have been upset if I was a Brewers fan if I just got Robert Gasser and Taylor Rogers in return. But then throw in, who is it? It was a hard name to pronounce. What was it? Jeff Passan. It was Esteury Ruiz. Esteury Ruiz. Where's he at? Okay, he's their 28th ranked prospect. So 2 top 30 prospects plus Dinelson Lamet and Taylor Rogers. That's insane. Like, I know Josh Hader's one of the best relievers in baseball, but shit, man. This season, he is in AAA. He's batting .315, .457, .477, .934 OPS in AAA this season in 111 at-bats. He also had a 1 OPS in AA this season. So Esteury Ruiz looks like a great return. That is a massive return, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked. That's a massive overpay. That's a massive overpay for a rental reliever? Who won the trade? Absolutely the Brewers won this trade. And it's not like the Brewers, like, lost their whole team. They still have a great bullpen. Like, wow. That's insane to me. They got Gasser. Wow. So they got the Padres' number 7th ranked prospect, number 28th ranked prospect, a decent relief pitcher in Taylor Rogers, and Dinelson Lamet I've always been a fan of. I think he's currently injured. Let's see what's going on with Dinelson Lamet. Edwin Diaz better than Josh Hader? Absolutely. Bell to the Astros? I sure hope so, man. He better go to the Astros. Josh Bell better go to the Astros. There's no better spot for him. So let's see. This season, he has pitched in 13 games, 12 1/3 innings pitched. He has a 9.49 ERA. I think he's currently on the injured list, if I'm not mistaken. Nelson Lamet injury. Let's see. Dinelson Lamet is currently... I'm kind of blind, so give me a second here. I also saw that the Padres extended Musgrove. It was a 5-year, $100 million extension. I think that's kind of an underpay, so I guess they leveraged their underpay on Musgrove with their overpay of Josh Hader. July 26th. Okay, so he actually just got back. He's healthy now. So he just got recalled. And his last outing was... Let's see, when was the last outing? Go to his game logs here. Bear with me. 2 innings, 2/3 of an inning, 1 earned run. So it looks like they're not really using him as a starter anymore. He was seen as a starter. He actually had a really good, I believe it was a 2020 in the shortened season. So he's definitely got potential, especially with that pitching lab they have over there in Milwaukee. I think he could be a really good fit. So I think absolutely the Brewers won this trade. They got Dinelson Lamet, Robert Gasser, their number 7 prospect, as well as this guy here, Esteury Ruiz. Oh, he's not a highly ranked prospect, not really a top 100 guy or anything. He's got great minor league numbers, especially this season. He's kind of broken out at the minor league level, so this could honestly be a huge bat for him. And he's already in AAA, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this guy play this year, maybe in September, as a September call-up, or even for a postseason run for the Brewers. This just means the Dodgers are going to feel the need to make a splash? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why would the Padres do this? I have no idea. Like, I mean, I know they needed a lockdown closer, and Josh Hader is definitely that, but that's a lot to give up. That's a lot to give up. And this is why I think the Angels should have traded Shohei Ohtani, because if Josh Hader, a rental of Josh Hader is getting this much this deadline, can you imagine what a year and a half of Ohtani would have brought back? Like, come on, man. You gotta make that deal. You gotta make that deal. So, anyways, let's go ahead and update the old Twitter, see if anything else has happened. I don't think it has. My plan is to be live for maybe another 20 minutes or so and just talk some trade deadline stuff. Brewers absolutely won this trade. Absolutely the Brewers won this trade, I agree. All right, so let's read the chat a little bit. No, Wesneski can easily get to his MLB debut this year. Yeah, I think he's going to be a middle-of-the-rotation type of guy. We're already looking him up here. Hayden Wesneski, I think, could be a middle-of-the-rotation guy. I don't really see anything too much more for him. You can see in AAA this season, 89 innings pitched, 83 strikeouts, 3.51 ERA. He's been okay. What's his FIP numbers? Do they even keep track of FIP in the minors? I don't think they do. Yeah, but he's been pretty good. I think that was a good trade. So overall, let's just talk in general about these trades real quick. So Yankees trade Scott Effross for Hayden Wesneski. I think that is a very, very good trade for both sides. I don't think there's necessarily a winner for that trade. I'd say the Yankees, I guess, got a more important piece than the Cubs did. So I'll say the Yankees technically won that trade. I think it was bigger for their postseason run, especially somebody got injured. I can't remember who it was. Michael King, right? Yeah, Michael King's out for the year, so that's a big trade for them. So I think the Yankees got the better end of that deal, even though I wouldn't necessarily say anybody won that deal. Padres got fleeced, bro. Padres got fleeced. Like, I cannot sugarcoat that. I cannot say this enough. I cannot insinuate this enough. That is absolutely an overpay for Josh Hader, especially with his struggles lately. He hasn't been pitching that well. He's been pitching better lately, but he blew up before the deadline, so I would not have given that much up for Hader for a rental. If it was like 2 years of Josh Hader, yes, but for a one postseason run with Josh Hader, I don't know, man. Padres still need to get some bats too. They still have a loaded farm system. It's not like they gave up all their prospects, but still, this seems like an overpay for them. And of course, prospects don't always pan out, so it's not the end of the world if you're a Padres fan. I just think it is definitely an overpay. I feel like they could have gotten him for less. But, man, good trade for the Brewers. Shout out to Brewers fans. Good for you guys. And then the last but not least, the Shohei Ohtani not trade is stupid. The Angels front office is awful. It sucks. The franchise is going nowhere, man. It's going nowhere. Honestly, I feel like the Reed Detmers outing last night really helped solidify the fact that they weren't going to trade Ohtani. If Reed Detmers blew up again last night, that probably would have made the Angels panic and probably make a move. But I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think about these trades here. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe this. I can't believe this trade, man. Oh, it's a year and a half of Hader? Okay, that would make more sense. Oh, after the 2023. I read something that he was going to be a free agent, but still, a year and a half of Hader, I guess that makes it a little bit better, but I do still think it was an overpay. Sorry about that. Shohei is staying. Is that confirmed? According to John Heyman, take it with a grain of salt. John Heyman's been wrong before, but according to John Heyman, yes. Breaking, Angels have decided to keep Shohei Ohtani. Yankees among teams to make an offer, but Ohtani will stay with the Angels. How come the Padres always like to overpay? AJ Preller just likes to make moves. AJ Preller and who is the guy? Used to be an Angels GM. What's his name? Jerry DiPoto. Those are the two guys that love to make big splash moves, and they love to overpay for guys. Does this shake up what happens with Soto, seeing how this trade was dealt? I don't necessarily think this takes the Padres out of the Soto deal. I don't really think Gasser and the other guy were necessarily like must-get prospects, you know? Hold on. Who's the other guy? Esteury Ruiz. Yeah, I don't think Esteury Ruiz and Robert Gasser were like the nail in the coffin for the Juan Soto trade. So I do think the Padres could still be in the Juan Soto sweepstakes. I think it's a little bit less likely, but I think it's possible, definitely. Yeah, they do have a year and a half. My bad. Why does that patch on your All-Star Game shirt looks like it's a real patch? I don't know, bro. It shouldn't. It's just like an iron-on almost. It's not even. I don't know why we even say that. The Brewers are trading star reliever Josh Hader to Milwaukee. It's just crazy, man. I did not expect this at all. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if I was offered that haul for a year and a half of Hader, I think that's fair. It is kind of weird, though. I felt like Hader was going to be a Brewer for a long time to come now. Dodgers need to make a move now? Oh, without a doubt. The Dodgers will make some moves. I don't know what kind of moves the Dodgers are going to make. I feel like the Dodgers need... I am a little surprised the Dodgers have been quiet so far. Let's take a look at their roster real quick and see what their needs are. I could see the Dodgers absolutely dealing for Juan Soto. It's just, you know, the trade history's there with the Dodgers and the Nats. The Dodgers have the prospects to do it. The Dodgers have the young major league talent to do it. See, the Padres, if they want to get Juan Soto, they would have to... if they want to get Soto, they would have to pretty much give up a ton of prospect depth. They would have to give up, you know, their top 5 prospects, probably, something like that. Whereas the Dodgers could give up, like, 2 of their top 5, throw in Dustin May. They've been pretty vocal that he's available. Maybe throw in Gavin Lux, give him a shortstop if they want. Something like that. But yes, Ohtani is staying in Anaheim, according to John Hamm. Yes. John Heyman. That's what I'm thinking of. John Hamm is an actor, I believe. Okay, so... yeah, overall, I think they definitely need some bullpen help. The Dodgers could use some bullpen help. They got a great bullpen, don't get me wrong, but Craig Kimbrell has been awful this season. Like, awful. 4.25 ERA, 3-4 win-loss record, 18 saves and 36 innings pitched. As a closer, that's just not good, man. That's just not good. The strikeouts are there, but outside of that, he's just been getting lit up, man. He has gotten a little bit better as of late. 3.86 in his last 15, 2.57 in his last 7. But overall, this is not the Craig Kimbrell that the Dodgers thought they were trading for. They thought this was their lockdown 9th inning guy. So I think the Dodgers really need to trade for a closer. And Josh Hader would have been a great piece for them to trade for if they knew he was available. But outside of that, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe David Robertson would be a good option for them to trade for. Or maybe they make Blake Treinen the closer when he comes back. So... Rays to acquire Garrett Clevenger from the Dodgers? Is that true? I don't think that's... I would have gotten a notification for that if that was true. Yeah, I have notifications on for Jeff Passan, Robert Murray, Ken Rosenthal. I had him on for John Heyman, but that dude is so annoying, bro. Kimbrell has the same ERA as Josh Hader. Yeah, he does. But Josh Hader, like I said earlier, Josh Hader's ERA comes from 2 really bad outings. He had one where he gave up 6 earned runs and only got 1 out. And then he had another one the day before where he gave up 3 earned runs without recording an out. Seeing Ohtani's first Grand Slam was amazing. Yes, definitely, I bet. Watch. Preller made the trades probably to save his job. Preller just loves making trades, man. AJ Preller loves making trades. Who's the other guy who loves making trades? I just went over this. Jerry DiPoto. Jerry DiPoto and AJ Preller love making trades. Later on today, it's going to be Artie agrees to trade Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers for Bellinger and Muncy. Absolutely not. Bellinger and Muncy would lower the trade value of whatever their package is. What the Dodgers make an under-the-radar trade, whoever it becomes going to be a force in the postseason. Yeah, definitely. I think they make some trades for some relief pitching. There's still some good relief pitching out there. We still got David Robertson out there. Maybe David Bednar's available. The Padres have been pretty vocal that they kind of want to keep him right now. So I'm not entirely sure. Is Cano career over? Yes. Somebody might pick him up and give him a cup of coffee in the majors, but that's pretty much it. Why doesn't Trout request to be traded, doing his team and himself a favor? I don't get it. He does not. Does he not want to win, or is he happy being the fish in a little pond? I don't think I think he has a great life in Southern California, and I don't think he wants anything else. I don't think it's his life mission to win a World Series like it is for some players. I think Mike Trout's life mission is to have fun playing baseball, live a nice life in the Anaheim Hills, and just, retire a fucking half a billionaire and just have a great rest of his life, honestly. It's MLB trade rumors. Source says, oh, no. I don't trust MLB trade rumors. MLB trade rumors isn't... No, maybe I'm thinking a different one. They're kind of reliable, I think. Yeah, they're the ones that's... Okay, they're kind of reliable. Race to acquire Garrett Clevenger. Interesting. This makes me so mad, though, bro. At least listen to the offers. Who did the Astros let go, in your opinion? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't think they let anybody from their major league roster go. Unless they make a massive upgrade. I could see if they trade for Wilson Contreras, which I think they should. I could see them giving up that guy, Corey Lee, I believe is their top catching prospect. I could see them letting go of Corey Lee in that deal. But I don't see them letting go of any major league talent players. Do you think the Mariners are going to keep trading? Absolutely. Interesting Brewers decision. I agree, but I think honestly with the trade haul they got back, I wouldn't disagree with them. I would have accepted that trade absolutely. Kimbrel might be coming back to Cubs. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Muncy has been horrible this year. Absolutely. Sandy Alcantara could be traded. No, he won't. Sandy Alcantara is absolutely staying in a Marlins uniform. I do think Pablo Lopez could be traded though. If you're not super familiar with Pablo Lopez, this dude is a stud. Sandy Alcantara is a generational pitching talent. He's a DeGrom level pitching talent. But Pablo Lopez is a very solid starting pitcher and could be a big piece of a team's playoff run. Could definitely fit in as like a number 2 or number 3 on most of these playoff bound teams. So I wouldn't be opposed to Pablo Lopez getting moved. I feel like some good fits for him would be the Yankees. Honestly, the Padres wouldn't be a bad fit for him. The Padres are very aggressive. Or even the Mariners. Like I said, they're another aggressive team. They love to make big splash moves. So any of those teams would be really, really good. I'm still looking, trying to get notifications on any other moves. I feel like once one trade happens, it kind of sets a domino effect. So, like, now that Josh Hader's off the board, I feel like that's going to raise the stock of, David Robertson. It's going to raise the stock of other relievers like David Bednar. So we'll see what happens there. But what's up? How are we doing? Andrew Merklinger. Ben Ryu, how much salary is coming off the books for the Angels in the offseason? The only big salary that's coming off the books is Justin Upton. He's the big one. I think it's $20 million coming off the books, so they'll have some more money to spend. Alcantara is going to be traded. No, he won't. Who do you think on the Phillies should be? Who do you think the Phillies should be on? So the big relief pitching guy left is David Robertson. I keep talking about him. But David Robertson, man, former really good relief pitcher. He was really good with the Yankees. He was pretty good with the White Sox. Then he fell off a little bit, and he actually, I think he left, but didn't he go? He pitched in. It was either Japan or Korea. He went and pitched in, I think, or he pitched on the Olympic team. Actually, he pitched on the Olympic team. But you can see he was really good in 2015. He was great in 2016. He was amazing in 2017. He was solid in 2018, but was given a lot of hard hit baseballs. 2019, I think that's when he left. Missed 2020, went to go play out of the MLB. And then last year he was okay, but this year, man, wow. Look at these numbers. He's putting up crazy numbers. He's got a 2.23 ERA, 3-0 win-loss record, 14 saves, 40 and a third innings pitch, and 51 strikeouts. So I think this is the big fish of the relief pitching market at the moment. David Robertson, if your team needs relief pitching, this is who they should be in on. David Robertson. It's phenomenal. What are the next moves for the Mets? The Mets need to acquire some big bats, so we'll see what happens on that front. I think Josh Bell would be a great fit in New York, in a New York Mets uniform. However, I do want to see him traded to the Astros. I think that's the best fit for him. I just need the Cubs to keep Nico and they're not going to keep Wilson Contreras, man. Sad. I hope Ohtani can keep playing well. This may be demotivating news. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just going for his second MVP, and that's it. You think the Giants should trade Rodon? I don't. I think the Giants should try to contend, if I'm being honest. Because, honestly, I have more faith in the Giants than I do in the Padres. That might be a hot take, but I have more faith in the Giants. But I think the Giants would need to buy if they want to be contenders, and they're not going to buy, so I don't know. Montas could be getting traded. Montas should be getting traded. Montas and Sean Murphy should both be getting traded. And Sean Murphy's a good consolation prize for whoever doesn't get Wilson Contreras, but I think the Astros should also trade for Wilson Contreras. If the Astros got Wilson Contreras and Josh Bell, they win the World Series. If the Astros get Josh Bell and Wilson Contreras, barring any major injuries, they should win the World Series. They would have the best lineup, one of the best pitching staffs, and one of the best bullpens in baseball. They are already the Yankees' daddy, and I don't think anybody in the National League, maybe the Dodgers could hold a candle to them, but they become World Series favorites, heavy World Series favorites if they make those two moves. Montas, I like Montas on the Yankees. If the Red Sox try to contend, I would like him on the Red Sox, but let me see where these guys are, because I haven't been, let me see, let me look at the standings real quick. I haven't been paying too much attention to the AL East lately. Okay, so when it comes to the wild card race, Red Sox are currently 3.5 out of the wild card. Orioles, I don't think are going to be buyers. I don't think this is their year yet. I think they should sell tentatively. I think they should sell, maybe get rid of Trey Mancini, re-sign him in the offseason, get rid of him for like a rental price, and then bring him back in the offseason. I think that'd be a good idea. You got the Rays in a playoff spot. The Guardians could be buyers. That'll be kind of interesting. The White Sox would be an interesting one. I don't think the White Sox have the prospects to land Frankie Montas, but it would be a good fit for him. My sanity is gone. I'm a Brewers fan who loves Burns and Hader. Angie, though, you got such a good return for Josh Hader. How could you be upset about it? You got a top 7 prospect in the Padres system who's been fantastic in the minor leagues. You got a phenomenal outfield prospect who could be ready to come up and hit for you guys. He has a 934 OPS when it comes to AAA at the moment. You have Dinelson Lamet, who honestly, I think with the Brewers pitching coaching staff, I think could be a phenomenal pitcher once again. We saw him have a great year in 2020. I think Dinelson Lamet could really turn it around in a Brewers uniform. And then Taylor Rogers has a very similar ERA to Josh Hader. Is he as good as Josh Hader? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But you're getting good major league players and good prospects back. I think that was a great trade for the Brewers. Mets should get Crone and Bard from Colorado. Well, they just extended Bard, so I assume he's not on the trade market, which is stupid. But I agree, Crone would be a great fit in a New York Mets uniform. I do think they need a lefty bat more than a righty bat, though. He was injured when he went to the Rays, and I think Brewers, then he signed with the Cubs. Gotcha. Could see a Montas trade to the Dodgers. Yeah, I could see that. I'm really surprised the Dodgers didn't get Castillo, but then when I saw the trade haul that they gave up, the Mariners gave up, I'm not too surprised. I don't think the Dodgers are really willing to overpay for anybody. No, David Robertson got Tommy John in 1920. Okay, gotcha. No, he did pitch on the Olympic team, though. He did pitch on the Olympic team, Chris. Astros are already World Series bound. Bell would just be the nail in the coffin for the league. I kind of agree. I do think they have a big hole at first base and catcher right now, though. That's my deal with it. Who do you think JD Martinez will get traded to? That's an interesting one. So the heavy rumor for JD Martinez currently is JD Martinez going to, what's it called? JD Martinez going to the Mets. I saw a report about it. Let me see if I can find it here. Top news. Yeah, from what I've heard, Red Sox are now listening on veterans. Not committed seller yet. Now, I heard there it is. The Mets continue to show interest in JD Martinez and Christian Vasquez and Andrew Chafin. That's another name I forgot in the relief pitching department. Andrew Chafin's a great name. We'll talk about him in a second. But JD Martinez to the Mets feels like something that could happen. The Mets have the prospect depth to trade to the Red Sox, in my opinion. I think that'd be a good fit. And Christian Vasquez could be a really good fit at catcher for them, too. And maybe play some first base when Pete Alonso's not feeling it. But, so I don't know. JD Martinez feels like a great fit for this team. Great bat-to-ball skills. One of the best hitters in all of baseball. I think he would be a really good fit for that lineup and help with the consistency, because the Mets have been really good at times, and they've also been really bad at times. JD Martinez is one of the most consistent hitters in Major League Baseball. He very rarely slumps. Puts the bat on the ball, hits for a high batting average, crushes the ball, hits for good power numbers. Let me look this up. Martinez, there he is. There he is. He just does everything well, man. He just really does. He's batting .288 right now, .354 on base, slugging .462, .816 OPS. The last couple of years, though, he's just been absolutely dominant with the bat. So I think JD Martinez would be a great fit. Christian Vasquez, I've never been a huge fan of, but I do think could be a good fit for the Mets. So that's the report currently there. And then Andrew Chafin, that's a guy I do want to talk about. I think Andrew Chafin could be a huge help to a team that needs left-handed relief pitching help. I thought it would have been a good fit on the Padres, but not anymore because of the Hader trade. I mean, you can never have too many relief pitchers. This is a guy I could see getting traded to the Dodgers. We had some people asking about the Dodgers. This is a guy I could see getting traded over there. So, JD Mart will be traded to the Yankees. That's a hot take. I don't know, man. When was the last time that the Red Sox and the Yankees? Last time Red Sox Yankees made a trade. When was the last time that happened? Notable trades between the Yankees and the Red Sox. 2021, the Yankees traded Adam Ottavino, Frank Herman. Interesting. Then 2014, they traded Kelly Johnson for Stephen Drew. I do remember the Stephen Drew trade. Okay, so it's not unheard of, but I can't imagine. I legitimately cannot imagine JD Martinez getting traded to the Yankees. That would be insane. I would rather have Rogers, Lamet, and Hassel for the trade. What are you talking? I'm confused. Mets won't give up Vientos, though, who the Red Sox want. I think the Mets will get a trade deal done. Stephen Cohen wants to win now. I don't think he cares about prospects, and he clearly doesn't care about money. So I think he just wants to win now, and he'll do whatever it takes to win a World Series. I also like the Mets getting Votto and Aledmys Diaz from the Astros? Or no, A. Diaz. Yeah, the pitcher. What's that dude? Let's look at the Reds roster. Teams. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name. Is it Alex? Or is it a weird name? What's that dude's name? Let's go to the roster. Yeah, if he's available, he's been pretty damn good, I believe. And that'd be cool to see them both on the same team. Hunter Strickland's the guy I could see getting moved as well. Alexis Diaz, that's who it is. Okay, let's take a look. So Andrew Chafin I'd like. We'll talk about him more in a second. But with relief pitchers, it's really hard to figure out where they're going to go because literally any team could use them. Wow, he's been pretty good this year. 2.08 ERA, 3-1 win-loss record, 39 innings pitched, 48 Ks in those innings, under a 1 win whip. So, wow. Wow. Great spin rate, too. Look at that. 100th percentile fastball spin rate. That thing's going to be impossible to touch. Throws pretty hard, gets a lot of swings and misses, strikes out a lot of batters. That would be a fantastic duo in the bullpen. Alexis Diaz. Bro, can we talk about this guy, too? Hold up. Hold up. If we're talking about Cincinnati Reds, we got to talk about the steal of the trade deadline, Brandon Drury. You gotta be in on Brandon Drury. This dude's been great this year. I know his numbers are inflated because he plays in Cincinnati, but this dude's been great. He's such a solid utility bat who can play anywhere in the infield. Good afternoon, NMR Sports and everyone. Any news on the Minnesota Twins? There has been no news on the Minnesota Twins, Donald. I apologize. Who should the almighty Guardians get? Bro, I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if the Guardians are going to do anything. I would not be surprised if they don't make a single move. I'll be honest. I would not be even a little bit shocked if they don't make a single move. What moves the Cardinals make? The Cardinals could get anyone, man. They have so much prospect depth. I would like to see him go out and get Frankie Montas. I would like to see him get Noah Syndergaard from my Angels. The move I could 100% see them making is going to be Noah Syndergaard. That's who I'm going to say that they get. Okay, so Rays are getting left-hander Garrett Clevenger. For outfield, Herman Tapia. Interesting. Anytime I see the Dodgers offloading... hold on. Anytime I see the Dodgers offloading relief pitching arms, it makes me feel like they're about to make a move. I don't know if there's actually correlation with that, but it feels like there always is. Okay, let me look at the Rays real quick. So the Rays gave up Herman. Is he even in their top 50? Or top 30? He is not. So that's kind of interesting. So the Rays make a move for a Dodgers relief pitcher. Garrett Clevenger for minor league outfielder Herman Tapia. Not even a top 30 prospect. That feels like just giving him away. So, in my opinion, that makes me feel like the Dodgers are about to make a move. This is all just speculation, but it feels like the Dodgers are about to make a move. This trade makes no sense unless the Dodgers are about to make a move. Let's take a look what Garrett Clevenger has been up to this year. He's good, I think. I mean, he's had an awful year this year. He's only pitched 4 1/3 innings, so I guess he got hurt. Clevenger injury. Option Clevenger to AAA. So it looks like they might have just optioned him. Rays acquire, yeah, we saw that. Dodgers option Clevenger to AAA on Wednesday. Okay, so he's just been in the minor leagues all year, so they just haven't had him on the roster. Okay, so it's basically a AAA arm for a minor league outfielder. So not a big move, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, let's see. Dodgers trade of left-handed pitcher Garrett Clevenger to the Rays for rookie ball outfielder Herman Tapia is a move designed to clear a 40-man spot. Could be filled by an addition in the next 28 hours. Team also has players it wants to add to the 40-man this winter. I'm just saying, man. I think this is indicative of a move about to be made. What moves have the Angels done? Absolutely nothing yet. Not even a little bit. How's it going? Just coming in. What's up, C-Nick? How we doing? What moves the Cardinals make? Yeah, like I said, I think, what's his name, man? Cardinals are getting Noah Syndergaard. They have to. Cardinals get Noah Syndergaard. I'd love to see him get Frankie Montas as well. Soto, Montas, and Odorizzi to the Cardinals. Interesting. I really don't like Odorizzi. I think Odorizzi is one of the worst pitchers in baseball. Are the Orioles sellers or buyers? I think they should be loose buyers. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Hey, yo. Chill out, my guy. Sheesh. I think the Orioles are going to be tentative buyer. I don't know. I think they should sell guys like Trey Mancini for rentals. Get as much back as they can. And then, I don't know. Because this is not their year. We know this is not their year. Could they slide into a playoff spot if they trade some guys? Yes, they can. But if I'm the Orioles, I'm keeping as much young talent as I can. Because we know next year we're going to be a good team. And I would just like to see them, I don't know. I would like to see them, like I said, make a move for a guy like Trey Mancini to a team that's desperate and would pay you way more than he's worth, a la Josh Hader to the Padres just now. Get a big haul back for him and use those players to help you win in the coming years. You know, try to trade for guys like AAA arms, AAA bats that you can put into your team next season. And then Trey Mancini is going to become a free agent next season anyway. So then you'd be able to re-sign him, and all you'd have to do is give up a compensation pick for him. It's the exact same thing the Yankees did with Mark Teixeira. back in 2009, I believe it was, with the Angels. Now, of course, that compensation pick happened to be Mike Trout. Hopefully the Orioles don't give up the next compensation pick for the next Mike Trout. But overall, that's what I think the Orioles should do, personally. I wish the Orioles would go for it. It'd be fun to see, but I don't think they would. Montas can go anywhere. The Yanks just get Lopez then. Yeah, absolutely. While you're live today, I thought you were working. Not today. I don't work Sunday or Monday. Hopefully we get a new closer and better fielders on the Angels. Yeah, the Angels need to sell. They need to get some young players back. We'll see what happens. I think an Ohtani move would have been my favorite move, but they didn't end up doing that. Ohtani is so inconsistent. I could see the Astros DFAing him. I agree. I think he's literally might be the worst starting pitcher in baseball. He's down there. He's down there. I feel like Taylor Ward going somewhere. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think a Taylor Ward trade could definitely happen. Kind of on that level of Brandon Drury. A little more value because he has more control left over. But I'm hyped for the Brewers dealt Hader. The division is ours. I wouldn't say that. I think the Brewers are going to turn Dinelson Lamet into a legitimate Major League arm. Let's watch Vikings football. We will watch Vikings football when the NFL season starts. Padres gave up a lot for Hader. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Now, it doesn't look like anything crazy is going to be happening at the moment. Ken Waldachuk. I don't trust these guys, though. How are you going to trust a random dude that has absolutely no affiliation with MLB? Like, I don't trust any of these reports, you know? Anyways. Just wanted to get on, talk some trade rumors and stuff and what's going on. I will definitely be having some videos coming out reacting to this. I do have to go do some, like I said, I have to go run some errands before my girlfriend gets off work. I will have a video probably tonight posted going over all the trade stuff, but I did want to go live and just talk a little bit of trade rumors and stuff that I'm hearing right now and give my thoughts on it and everything. So we'll have some more videos coming out. I don't know. I think I might be live tomorrow night as well, so we'll have to see what happens there. But anyways, I appreciate you guys hopping on with me. Got a ton of people in here. Thanks for hanging out. Subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I do see some people just subbed. Shout out to Roosh, Andy Ferreira, who's the other one? Julian Lamont. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you for subscribing. Do you think we'll trade for someone on our starting lineup? Do you think the Angels will? I don't think the Angels are going to trade any of their starters. Taylor Ward could be on the block, though, if we get a big offer for him. The Angels are really keeping Ohtani. I really hope they trade more than just Syndergaard. Yeah, I would like to see that as well. Lamet was good in 2020. Yes, he was. The Cards should not want Ohtani, but apparently they do. Can you see the Twins trading Sano and Correa? I don't think so, man. I don't think either of those guys are going to get traded, honestly. MLB Insider says Soto is getting dealt, so it must be true. I love it, man. Ohtani should take a look at some deals. Well, yeah, Ohtani. If I'm Ohtani, I'm requesting a trade from the front office. But like I said, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me for about an hour here. I'll see you in the next one. Be on the lookout for a trade deadline video going out soon. And thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Have a good night.